So good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Just turn on the switch. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. So in last class, what exactly we were discussing? Pattern programming, perfectly right, but which one? Okay. So in today's class, what exactly we have to discuss is yesterday what we have seen that if we want to print 5 stars in each row, what exactly we have to do, that part we have seen. Yes. Today what exactly we have to see is if at all, if I have to print like this, don't think so much what program you should write, as I've already told. First, what you should think, just try to identify the logic. Logic does not mean that the program. Logic simply means that okay. So what exactly logic I am trying to say is how many rows are there, what exactly you have to do in this, what particular pattern it is following. If there is some output, definitely it will be following some pattern. Yes. So what is that? That you should observe. As I've already told, first task that you should do is how many entities are there in this program, identify. How many entities are there? Definitely, entities does not mean how many rows. I mean, entities simply means that what are the different entities here. One is rows are there. In each row, what is there? Got it? Online, I don't think it is really required to inform each and everyone. Abhesh, please go on mute. Once you join the session, please check whether you are on mute or unmute. Okay. So now here, what I'll be doing is, see, if you want, if I consider I equal to 1 to I equal to 5, does it mean that it is first row, so we are considering 1? Not really. If you want to write here 50, right, it will work the same way. It will start printing from first row only. What does it mean? It simply means that if I consider 50 here, 51 here, 52 here, will it work? Yes. What exactly we are doing here? For getting this particular pattern as an output, okay, you are naming this row so that you can easily identify how many rows you should work on. Does it mean that the row number here is 50? No. You are considering it. You are making that I'm going to iterate from 50 to 55, which means starting 5 lines. If I take 1000 to 1005, does it mean in between somewhere it will take? No. Starting 5 lines only again. Getting it? Yes. Online? Yes, no?
Sir.
Okay. So now, one thing you can identify clearly. Yes? What is that? How many rows you need? That part you are clear. If you are clear with how many rows you need, which means outer for loop you are clear. Yes or no? If you are clear with how many rows you need, it clearly says that outer for loop, what exactly you should write. Yes, what exactly I should write? Think and tell me. Is it really required to start I as 0 only? Can I start with 1? Can I start with 50? Any value you can start. But accordingly, you should change your J loop as well. Kindly observe here. Now, if I have to explain this logic, before I explain, what I'll do is, here I'll consider. Okay. Now, this is your row number. And this is your star in that particular row. Arjun, should I inform separately? So here, visible? Here, what I'm trying to say is row, there are n number of rows. Yes. Assuming that first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. It is something like some of you will, all of you would have seen your college, a row arrangement. If you are sitting in a college bench, how exactly it will be? You will be sitting in some bench. And for that bench, if you want, whichever number you want, you can give. Yes or no? You are sitting in first bench. First bench number, I will give it as 100 if I want. Can I give or not? Then second bench will be 101, third 102. In a similar way, first row it is. And I'm giving for first row as number 1 only. But if I give as 50, will it work? Perfectly fine. It will work for sure. And there are 5 rows. You observe this and tell me in first row how many stars I want. In second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. Yes. Always you should be. Okay, let me teach you this way. In previous program, what you have seen? It was like this. Yes. Means in every row, even if I go for 100th row, how many stars was there? 5 only. In yesterday's program, I'm asking. Even if I go for 100th row, the number of stars will be 5 only. Am I right? So what exactly I'm trying to say here is whenever the number of stars in each row is fixed, then inner loop values will also be fixed. Getting my point? So if it is like this, what you will write in inner loop? For this particular pattern, I mean here also star means in every row 5 stars I want. Then what you will write in inner loop? Sorry? I equal to 1. Clearly yesterday I have told you for inner loop you should not use I, you should use J. Yes. Inner loop means for printing the stars. Means inside each line. What is the task you should do? What task I will do? I will print something. What I'll print? Stars I'll print. How many times I should print? Exactly 5 times I should print, even it is first line or 100 line or 1000 line. Yes. So how can I write that loop? Start your J from 1 and J should be less than or equal to, for sure, it is 5 only. For I value, how much ever it is, I value 1000 also, 100 also, inner loop should work for 1 to 5. And I is anyways incrementing, so I plus plus. Sorry, J plus plus. Yes. Till here, is that clear? But here in today's program, you observe this and tell me what is the expectation? The number of stars in each row, is it fixed? What is happening there? Is it fixed or is it varying? Definitely it is varying. According to what it is varying? According to rows it is varying. Means what? As and when you increase the row number, Means as and when you go for incremented rows, your number of stars in that row also is getting increased or incremented. Yes, what you are trying to say, sir? In first row, here I can directly tell you 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, I can tell like that. But how it is changing? In first row, it is 1 star. In second row, 2 star. In third row, 3 star. In fourth row, 4 stars. In fifth row, 5 stars. 10th row, 100th row, as simple as that. Okay, if I have to consider one best example, assume that there are 10 benches kept one beside the other. In first bench, only one person should sit. Then in second bench, third, fourth, 10th, 15th, 20th, nth, n number of. If it is nth row, then n number of students should be there in that row. Means here, if it is nth row, then n number of stars should be printed in that particular line. Clear? I mean, I'm not asking you what program you should write. At least logic, did you understand? What exactly you are supposed to do? If you have understood this, correlating it there is very easy. Clear? How, sir? Now let me start with the program. First thing, observe this program and tell me how many rows I want. 5 rows. As I've already told, for rows, which is the loop? I. So here I will write for integer type I equal to 0 or 1, whichever. It depends on how you consider. 1. I should be less than or equal to 5 I. But again, does it mean that it will allocate all 5 rows at a time? No. First, it will take first row, finish the work in first row, then it will go to second row, finish the work in second row, then it will go to third row, finish the work in third row. But while doing all this task, before getting inside any row, it will check, is it within the limit or not? Yes. What is the limit here? 5. Is it within the limit or is it equal to limit? Until and unless it is less than or equal to limit, it will work. Okay. So now I have considered this much. Okay. Means I have kept this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This, which means this is your limit. It is not allocated. Just for your understanding, I'm writing. This is the first row. It is considered. And this is the limit. Is this first row within the limit? Yes, which means it can go inside the loop. What I will write here? Just observe here. In any row you consider. Okay, in any row you consider, again, there is some task getting repeated. Okay, first, now, this much for what purpose I have done? Simple thing, forget everything. Even yesterday you have not attended, day before yesterday you didn't attend, totally fine. Today's class, just listen. Okay, now what I have done, why exactly I have written this? For considering how many rows I need. Here, I have written 1 to 5, means how many rows will be allocated? 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 1 to n. Means if user tell n, means if you want to accept the input from user, then what I should do? Accept it from user, store it in the variable called n and write the 10. Means those many rows will be allocated. Okay. Next, what I should do, sir? Next, what I should do if you ask me, simple thing. Now you have done this much, which means here you have assigned the numbers. Yes. For your understanding, it will not be like this, but for your understanding, it is like this. Means how it depends on number of times it should work. It does not depend on row number. Okay. Means in computer, there is nothing called as row number that will be assigned. Do you think like this something will be assigned? No. This is for your understanding. Means how many times iterations will work. Getting my point? So next what? Now, first thing is for rows. Because why exactly I have written loop for that? The reason is I want one row. I want to add one more, one more, one more, one more, one more. If you can observe, there is something getting done repetitively. Whenever it is done repetitively, then definitely I should use loop. That for that purpose, I have used one loop there. Next what? Next, what if you ask me? Next, printing the star part means entering inside each loop. What I should do? Okay, after entering inside the each loop, what I should do? Please observe carefully. For your understanding, I'll do it. And please follow the same step. You miss this step, it will be difficult for you. You miss this step, it will be difficult for you. Forget the program now. Just observe the diagram. Okay. In this row, what will be the value of this star? 1. Fine. This is your 1. Once you come to next row, what will be the value of this star? Wow.
One, sir.
I have told yesterday itself. Once you go to second classroom, will you continue from where you left, or will you start from 1 only? 1 only. Getting my point? So just keep this in mind. In any row, the value of first star will be, what will be this? Here?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5, 4.
Patience. So now, if you observe, one thing is fixed here. What is it? In every line, it is starting, the starting point is same. That much can you identify? In this row also starting point is same, in this row, in this row, in this row, and this row. In each and every row, even if I consider 100 rows, in 100th row, what will be the first star's value? 1. But can you confidently tell me ending point also will be same in every row? If you say that, which means it will become square. Yes or no? If at all, here also 5, means first row also 5, second row also 5, third row, fourth row, fifth row, which means in 100th row also it will be 5 only. In that case, I can say that starting point is also same, ending point is also same. But here is it same? One thing is for sure, that is starting point is same. That is 1 only. Don't you think that part you can write in your program?
Yes, sir.
All of you know that is the reason I have taught you in for loop. That is first part is starting point, middle part is ending point, and last part is starting from starting to reach towards ending. What you should do. Here. So now here, if you observe, if you listen this program now, those who are thinking that you don't know programming, you will be capable enough to write next program today itself. Now, after this one, if you listen. Here now. Another for loop I need for sure. Yes. In this also definitely there will be 3 parts. First one is integer j equal to what I should write. If I value is equal to 1, what will be the starting point? I equal to 1 means what? I am asking I equal to 1 means what? You are saying j equal to 1. If I equal to 1 means first row. In first row, what is the starting point? For this value, if I value is 1, means that for that value 1 row, this value will iterate from here till here. Yes. For I value equal to 2, means in second row, it will do the task from here number of times to here number of times. Means if I write 1 to 5, for row number 2, it will work from 1 to 5, means 5 times. Like that. Yes or no? So in first row, what is the starting point? Second row, third row. Observe the diagram. In first row, what is the starting point? Second, third, 100. Whichever row you start, in every row, the starting point is. See, one more thing, let me clarify for all of you. Programming is something like you answer, you understand. Because if you want to answer, you should think. At least for answering purpose, if you think, it is better for you. Theoretical concept you can by heart. Overnight you can sit by heart, and for next day you can get ready. And most of you are doing it already, which you should not do. However, I'll not take that part because as of now, I'm not teaching Java. Okay, I'm teaching you programming. It is quite clear. Programming is something like overnight you cannot do it. Write and keep it. Okay, if you want to do it gradually, every day, you should improve your logical thinking. Logical thinking, can you say that? No, sir, one day night I'll say it. I'll improve my logical thinking. Does it make sense? Overnight, can you change the way your brain thinks? Every day you should change. If you want to change every day, you should think. Okay. If you want to think, you should start answering. Then only you can think. Okay. So starting point you came to know. By diagram only you can clearly see one part is fixed. By diagram itself, you can clearly see that one part is fixed. But ending point, what is the next part I need here? This part anyways we can write. Okay, this part also, if you get confused, I'll give you one more shortcut, but this part is important. Okay, what I should write there means now I should deal with which part? Ending point. Now forget this beginning part, consider only ending part. Here, 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 here. Sir, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How can I write, sir? Should I write 5? If I write 5, what will happen? In every row, it will start from 1 and it will go till 5. Should I write 4? Every row, it will start from 1, it will go to 4. 3, no, 2, no, 1, no. I cannot fix the value. If I fix the value in every row, the number of stars will be same. Is that the expectation? Quite obvious. Okay, then what I should do? All of you know that you should write I, but why you should write I? Some of you don't even know. When I'm speaking, I don't want anyone else to speak. Okay, so here in fifth row, the ending point is 5. In fourth row, the ending point is 4. In third row, ending point is 3. In second row, ending point is 2. In first row, ending point is 1. Now, some of you will say, sir, in first row, starting point is 1. No. As I've already told, if in a bench or in a class, if there is only one person, who is the starting point? That person. Who is the ending point? That person only. That is the reason here same one is coming in both the scenarios. Okay. But here what I'm trying to say is in fifth row, ending point is 5. Fourth row, ending point is 4. Third row, ending point is 3. Then 100th row, ending point will be 100. Yes. In 200th row, in 20th row, 15th row, 15. Means now whatever I'm saying, this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are those? Correlate. These are nothing but this 5. Whatever I'm saying, this 5, this 4, this 3, this 2, always in your pattern, one or the other way, you will be able to correlate it with row number. If it is fixed, directly you can write 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, whatever you want. How much ever is the number of stars. But if it is not fixed, what you should do? Try to correlate it with row number. Say, is there any difference from row number? No. Whatever is row number, that should become your ending point. Yes. If row number is 5, that is your ending point. If row number is 4, that is your ending point. But what will be starting point in fourth row? 1. What will be starting point in 100th row? 1. That part is that clear? So what I should write? What exactly do you mean by row number? This is the reason I told you write this. Row number is nothing but I. Getting my point? Sir, how it will work, sir? How it will work, I'll tell you. But however, here what I should write? Sir, how it will work, sir? When the third row is getting, when the work in third row is started, what will be the value of I? When the work in third row is started, what is the value of I?
1.
Sleeping or what? Clearly it is visible that I'm asking you when the work in third row is started, what is the value of I? 3. Third row. For row, it is nothing but I. Whatever third row I am saying, which is nothing but its value only, that is I value. Yes or no? Yes, sir. So whenever the value of third row is started, did I ask you the value of J? Value of I only I asked, which means it is 3 only. If it is third row, value of I is 3. If it is second row, value of I is 2. Okay. So now if I have to say you, How it is working, sir? If as I've already told, if the work is being done in fourth row, what is the value of I? 4. Just keep this in mind. What is the value of I? 4. In fourth row, assume that it is within the limit. Anyways, that will be checked. It is within the limit. Once it is within the limit, what you are doing? Starting point should be 1. Ending point should be, what is the value of I? 4. Already I told you, it is fourth row where work is being done. In fourth row, it will start from 1. It will work till 4. Okay. What work it should do, you should inform. That I have not yet informed. Okay. So here what I'll do. Okay. So now I have written this much. Sir, will the program work or how it will work? If you ask me, let me iterate it. See, one more thing I just have to say for everyone. Okay. One more thing I just want to say, that is, as I've already told, in every cases, they will not give computer for you. Hope you know that. In some cases, you have to write it using pen and paper, wherein computer scenario only will not come. In that case, can you tell that, no, sir, I need computer, then I'll verify. Can you do that? What you should do? Without computer also, you should be in a condition to check whatever program you have written, is it right or not? How to do it? Manually iterate it. Means iteration means does not mean that some of them will call it as dry run, some of them will call it as iteration. All means the same. Okay. What exactly you will do there? Any idea? In simple words, don't tell that, sir. Hi-fi words don't use. Basically, I don't like that. In simple words, iteration or dry run means what? Whatever your compiler will be doing, same thing you will do it manually. Getting my point? On pen and paper, you will do it manually. How to do it? Let me just check. Getting my point? Here. One more thing I just wanted to say. At any point of time, here, you think and tell me, here one value is there, here another value is there. Yes. Here, this is starting point, this is the limit point. Out of these two, one will be definitely small, one will be larger. I mean, greater value, smaller value. Two values will be there. Yes. If you are beginning with smaller value, because this confusion you will get later, so I'm clarifying it now only. If you are beginning with smaller value, which means that relational or conditional operator that you should write here is less than. If you're starting with 1, it should be less than. 1 to 5 you are going, then you should write less than. In some cases, I'll go from 5 to 1. I'm starting with which value? Smaller or greater? Two values are there, 5 and 1. Okay, if I'm starting with 5, then what I should write there? Greater. Simple thing. Starting with smaller, less than. Starting with greater, starting with largest value, then greater. Clear? So now how it will work? First thing, I equal to 1. So I value is 1. So what exactly it will do? When you say 1, okay. Anyways, 1 is done. Next, what it will do? It will check 1 less than or equal to 5, which means clearly it will understand if this is your compiler screen, monitor screen, console screen, what it will understand? Okay, I need up to, this is your first row, but I need up to 5th row. This is the limit row. Means before that only you should do whatever you want to do. Okay. It does not mean that it will allocate like this, but for your understanding, I'm saying. Okay. Next, what? Is it true? Yes. Is it within the limit? Yes. If it is there, come inside the loop. Means go inside this line. Got it? Okay. Inside that, what exactly I should do? J equal to 1. As I have already told, I want to do some task repeated. What I want to do, starting from 1 till I. What is the value of I now? 1. Starting from 1 till 1 only. I want to do some task. First time I'll print the star here. Okay. And I'll go to here. Okay. Then I'll increment the J. 2, is it less than or equal to I? What is the I value? That is nothing but whatever the concept I have explained, that is row number. If I value is 1, which means first row. If I value is 2, which means second row. Your compiler will not work like that, but you should think like that for your understanding purpose. Okay. So next, 2, is it less than or equal to 1? Fails. Once it fails, what it will do? Where it will go? It will go to outer loop increment. But where is my cursor present? In same line. So in next iteration, it will try to print star, but it will print it in same line. All the stars will be printed in same line. But is that the expectation? So here I should also add. I believe all of you are aware of this. Anyone didn't understand why I'm writing system.out.println? No. Is there anyone who didn't understand? All of you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll clarify your doubt, Kishore. Just wait for some time. If I don't clarify at last, you remind me. Okay. Now, this part is done. So now what will happen? System.out.println, because of cursor, which cursor will come here. Next what? It will go for outer loop. I plus plus, which means 1 is done. 2. 2, is it less than or equal to? Means here this one. It does not mean that you considered this row. Your compiler by 2, it will go to next row. No. Because you did I plus plus, will it go to next line? No. Because you wrote system.out.println, it will go to next line. I plus plus is for your understanding to make your task easier. Okay. So now I equals to 2 it came. 2, is it less than within the limit? True. As it is true, what it will do? J always will start from where? For each value of I, J's starting point will be this only, ending point will be this only. This only means it may vary. Okay. But for each value of I, this is your starting point, this is your ending point. Why, sir? Because you have written this loop inside this loop. Yes. Means for every value of I, this is your starting point, this is your ending point. It can vary also. Here in first row, it will be 1. In second row, it will be 2. In third row, it can be 3. But what I'm saying is, this is your starting point. Whatever value comes here, that will be your ending point. Clear? Yes, so now, J value will start from 1. 1 less than or equal to, what is the I value?
2.
I value here, if you can observe, it is 2 this time. Row number. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now this time, 1 less than or equal to 2. True. Print. 2 less than or equal to 2. It is not less than, but of course it is equal to 2. So print one more star. Sir, work is done, sir. Once it is done, next what? It will come to next line because you have written system.out.println. Then where it will go? I plus plus, because of which? Visible? Sorry. 3 less than or equal to 5? Means compared to limit, is it within the limit? Yes. Then come inside. Inside the J value, don't see the program. Directly think and tell me according to what I explained. J value should start from 1 only, not 6 or something. Okay. It should start from 1. Okay. This time also, because of 1, it will print here 1 less than or equal to how much? Check the I value because you have written I there. Okay. So as it is I, 1 less than or equal to 3? True. Good cursor here. 2 less than or equal to 3? 3 less than or equal to 3? It is not less than, but of course it is equal to 3. Is it done?
No, sir.
Should I increment the value of I now? Increment the value of J only now to 4 and false. it will go to next line. Fine. Okay. Next what? I plus plus I should do. I equal to 4 means what? I'm doing something in fourth row. It does not mean that I equal to 4 means it will consider directly fourth row. How it will work? In each row, I have written system.out.println once. Means when I value is 1, system.out.println will work one time. When I value is 2, system.out.println will work one time. In I value equal to 3, there also it will work one time. Again, some of you will get confused. Sir, I equal to 1 means 1, I equal to 2 means 2 times it should work now. Why? Did I write this inside this loop? Whatever you write here, it will work I number of times. This many number of times. Means in each row, you consider it is coming inside this bracket or is it coming inside this bracket also? This statement, is it coming only in this bracket, what I have written, or it is coming inside this bracket also? Only outer bracket. Outer bracket means it is for rows. That much you remember, right? Means in each row, it will work one time. Okay. If I write this here, then what will happen? Inside each row, for every value of j, means in each row itself, it will work from j value equal to 1 to whatever value I have mentioned. Means 1 to 5 if I write, what will happen? In each row, it will work for 5 times. Then it will work system, it will print 1 star, go to next line. Print 1 star, go to next line. Print 1 star, go to next line. Means you will get 1 star, 1 empty line, 1 star, 1 empty line, 1 star, empty line like that 25 times. That is not our expectation. Okay. So next what? I value equal to 4. For that j value will start from where? 1. 1 less than or equal to how much? 4. 1 is less than or equal to 4. 2 less than or equal to 4. 3 less than or equal to 4. 4 less than or equal to 4. Of course, it is not less than, but definitely it is equal to 4. Is it done?
No, sir. False.
Okay. And remaining part I'll write here. I value will now be. Okay. J value will start from. By this time, you know, the cursor would have come for next line here because of. So don't think that, sir, it came out of the limit. No. See, it depends on what I write, how I write. Okay. I considered very less space. So this is your limit. Okay. Is it within the limit I have checked? 5, is it less than or equal to 5? Still it is yes. So J value will start from 1. 1 less than or equal to how much? 5. Yes. Then print it. Go to next position. 2.
True.
3.
True.
4.
True.
5.
True.
Is it done?
No, sir. False. False.
Sir, all the work is done, sir.
No.
Still not done. What is not done? You know that outer loop, inner loop, every work is done. But do you think your compiler knows?
No.
How will your compiler get to know? I value should be incremented to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is already done. 6 it will increment. But 6, is it less than or equal to 5? Then the loop fails. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll consider one more example. See, hope you know directly I didn't become as a trainer. Okay. So I don't want to point out does not mean I have not seen. So hope it is better for you to stop whatever you are doing. Okay. Keeping it aside now, coming back to concept, if at all. Now, I don't want to write the program directly, but I need your help for writing the program. Okay. Just observe if I write like this. Don't write anything. See, first in programming, you should be able to think. Copying part, you can do it in programming recording also. If you want for these sessions only, already recordings are there. That also I can give you the notes, whatever you want, you can do. Writing part is not a big deal. Are you able to think logically and answer or not? That matters a lot. Okay. So please observe and tell me, in this for loop only, if I want to modify according to that particular pattern, what I should do? First, are you aware of outer loop or not? Check. What you should write in outer loop, are you aware? Rows. Yes. What exactly you will write? I equal to 1 to 5 you can write. You can write. You can write. I'm saying you that. I am only saying, I know what is your doubt. Sir, will write from 5, sir. Something like that. But we can write from 5. Okay. But does it mean that we can't write from 5? Start from 5? No, we can start from 5 also. We can start from 5. Means here, whatever I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that also you can write. This also you can write. So now what I'll do, I'll erase this. Is it required? I believe all of you understood this. So same pattern I'll write. Okay, in one case, I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In another case, you guys will write 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fine. So here the same old pattern will be there. See, why I'm telling you this is because, as I've already mentioned you, for one particular program, there will be multiple logics that can be developed. I have written a logic like this. If you want, you can write a logic in one particular for loop. Some of you may ask, sir, I want in one for loop only, sir. In very beginning of, first or second pattern, if I do that, it will bounce over, most of your heads, which means most of you will not even understand that. I don't want to do that because I just want to keep it simple. First, I want you to think. Later, simplifying the program, later you can do it. Simplifying or optimizing it can be done later as well. Okay. So observing this now, here, as I've already told, two cases are there. One is wherein I'll start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other one is wherein I'll start from 1. Okay, getting my point? So if it is started from, okay, whichever one, I'll try to explain it, but I'll not do it. Okay, not write the program directly. I'll show it first to you. Okay, always what you should do is, if you are taking whichever way you want, you take it. If you want to take from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whichever you want to take it, you take it. But what should be there in your mind, if you ask me, always try to correlate in this. Okay, in this you check and tell me, ending point is getting correlated with row number or starting point is getting correlated with row number? Ending point. Starting point, you keep it fixed. Okay, that is the one particular principle that you should follow. Forget program, everything you forget. Just see the diagram now. Okay, always keep it in a mind. It is a easiest way that always try to correlate your ending point with your row number. Ending point means which part? This part. In diagram, which part? If you observe here, this one I'm matching with row, 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 row. Am I matching this one?
No.
Clear? So here, when I want to start, here there are two ways. Inside also, when you have two ways here, don't you think inside also I have two ways? Which are those two ways? Directly. Simple thing, directly. But don't tell this to interviewer. Sir, simple thing I'm following, sir. This, and loop is done. You should also know the working. Meanwhile, it is just the easiest way to reduce your time. Okay, time required to think what should be done. What it is, directly, as I've already told, make this row number as your ending point. Then there what it should be? I made this row number as my ending point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then there what it should be? All of you have brains? I'm getting
So-
doubt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Simple. From online, I got an answer, but I believe like offline is having some struggle. Should we shift it to online? Completely online. Offline, you don't attend on. You also attend online. Because online candidates are answering. If you cannot, what is the point in?
Also, we have that side one again.
That side one, there, 2, 3 means what I should understand. I'm keeping it simple.
According to.
I'm keeping it simple. Here, these are ending points. Ending points means all of you understand. In every row, there is one starting point, there is one ending point. In every row's ending point, I'm correlating it with row number. This is your row number. If this is your ending point of this row, make your row number as your ending point. If this is your ending point of this row, make your row number as ending point. If this is your row number, what is the row number here? 3. Make that as your ending point. Here, what is the row number? Make that as your ending point. Same thing, can't you do it there? Then how it will look like? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really amazing. I don't know how it will become 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please check, no? I'm saying this is your row number. Make this row number as your ending point. Ending point will become 1. Ending point. This has ending point. This has ending point, and this also has ending point. Then, say, just observe now. Whichever is largest here. This is only one star. You cannot say which is starting point, which is ending point. So where you can find clearly starting point and ending point, consider that. If this is coming as 1, what this should be? Quite obvious, it should be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If this is 2, what this should be? If this is 2, what this one should be? By default, it will be 5 only. Means in every row, it will start from same value now. This is anyways 5. Why I told you this way is because in this, already whatever I have explained by default will be followed. What does it mean? Starting point is same and ending point is your row number. Here also it will come in same way. Please check. If this is 5, what this one should be? Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. What this one will be? When you have this much, writing the loop is really a big deal. It is just like this. Why, sir? For this, need not see also. Okay, you need not see anything also. Just keep in your mind, if you're starting from largest value, then condition should be greater than. If you're starting from smallest value, condition should be. Come here now. I loop, what I should write? Means outer loop. You also know who are answering, who are not answering. Okay, I need not say anything. Starting from 5, I equal to 5, I greater than or equal to 1. Now you observe starting from 5 means if you want to reach towards 1, should you decrement or increment? Decrement. I minus minus. I equal to 5, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. Outer loop is done. Now comes the inner loop. What is the starting point of, starting point in each row? 1 only, which means j equal to 1. What is the ending point? Is it same? Ending point in every row, is it same? Don't look at me, look at the diagram. Ending point of each row, is it same? No, different. What it is? It is nothing but your row number only. Why I am trying to correlate it with row number is because directly in condition, you can write that j less than or equal to I or greater than or equal to I, whichever it is, it depends on from where you started. Okay. So what I should write there now? Full complete J loop. J equal to 1, j less than or equal to I j plus plus.
Yes, please.
Anything left out? System dot print star, close the bracket, system dot println, done. Okay, in a similar way, if I have to write there, what I should write? Whenever I'm asking you I, which means you should see this one, not inside. Whenever I'm asking you I, you should see only this much, not inside this. Getting my point? What is the starting point here? What is the starting point here? Means I have written there also. Here it is your I, here it is your I. Means this all values is related to your I. Whenever you are dealing with I, you should say only that much. Okay. In this, for outer loop, what is the starting point? What is the ending point? Starting from here to reach here, what you should do? Increment. Then what I should write? I plus plus. Means I equal to 1. No, what you told, I didn't really get it. So I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. This much you got an idea. Now, if you want, you can correlate with this one also. What we are supposed to write? I equal to 5, I greater than. I told you if you are starting from greater value. Here I am starting with greater value, but here I am starting with lesser value. Lesser value and ending value you compare. Lesser value and ending value you compare. If you are starting from greater value, which means the symbol should be greater than or equal to. I told you, starting is greater, greater than. Starting is lesser, lesser than. As simple as that. If you are starting with greater, then it is greater than or equal to 1 and I minus minus, because you are decrementing. Here what I should write? I equal to 1. I less than or equal to 5 and I plus plus. What?
5 I plus plus.
Okay, so now if I have to consider inner loop, what exactly I should write? Just observe. What is the starting point? Same. In every row, the starting point will be same only, that is 5. Yes. So what exactly I should write? Integer type j equals to 5, not I.
5.
Don't start it with I. Some of you are saying it as I. Don't start it with I. Why you should not start it with I? Because am I starting my first star with row number? If your starting point is I, means your starting point should be your row number, is what you are telling. I means what? Row number. This one, row numbers. Okay, not inside rows, row numbers. If I start j equal to I, what will happen? This star's value will be 1. This star's value will be 2. This star's value will be 3. This star's value will be 4. This star's value will be 5. If you are starting here with 2, where you will end? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Later it will be something like here you should start from 2. Okay, starting from row point, that is your row number, and ending point here is 5. Fine. Here is 1. Okay, ending point is 5. Even that also will work perfectly fine, I believe, because according to the loop, what we are getting here, if you start with 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in that case also it will work. But what you follow is my suggestion. No, sir, I want to follow the other ways. Means I'll keep my row number as starting point. Okay, if you want to do that, do that. No worries, I think it will work. Okay, as I've already told, for coding, n number of ways are there. It is not that one particular fixed way is there. No. Okay, it depends all on your thinking way. Here now, as you guys are answering, we found one more way, wherein you can start your row number for your starting point only. It will work, but don't follow that. For other programs, you will feel it difficult. Okay, for that reason. So, however, here starting point j equal to 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So my starting loop j will be equal to 5. J, as I'm starting with greater value, conditional operator should be what? Greater than only. J greater than or equal to how much? Here, what are these values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are nothing but your row numbers. That is nothing but I. So J greater than or equal to I, and J should be plus plus or minus minus. Minus minus because I've started from 5 means greater value. Inside that system.out.print star, close one bracket, system.out.print ln. Any doubt? No. So quickly start copying this. However, I have written only one program. I'll write the other two as well. Okay. But if possible, if you want to write it by yourself, take it right. And one more thing, some of you are doing it in such a way, you are directly sending me the program, I mean errors, for me to clear. But it's happened that for clearing your errors, it will be quite difficult for me because where I'll be, what I'll be doing, difficult. Okay, share it in group. If some other sees it, and if you feel that you know that error, first, if you know that error, what is it? If you know what is the solution for that error, then only share. If you are only not sure, please think twice whether to share or not. Because it should not be something like you are misguiding someone for that reason. Got it? Make it fast.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, one doubt is there.
please.
Yeah, matlab, yesterday, whatever program you showed, no, that control flow, if I remember, I can see that the inner loop is completed first. Then you complete that row like star, 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 5 stars, and then you
Exactly.
move to the outer loop. Like
Here also it works the
today's
same way.
ये जो आपने आज का फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम किया ना उसमें लाइक आई जस्ट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड जे का वैल्यू 1 हो गया फिर जे इज लेस देन इक्वल टू आई देन इट प्रिंट स्टार देन इट गोज
देखो
आउट टू द
पहले
नेक्स्ट
I value will start from 1. Okay, it will
Yeah.
start from 1. Then it will come inside. If I value is within the limit, it will come inside. And it will finish the work of J loop for I row. Okay, what is the value of I? 1. Means for first row, J will finish its work. And once it is finished, then only it will return back the control to outer loop. Then it will be incremented. Means in second row. Okay, in first row, J loop's work is done. Okay, so in second row, it will start doing the J's work. In third row, it will start doing the J's work. Once inner loop is done, then only it is going for outer loop. But when I say inner loop, it is inner loop for that particular row. Okay, next row also inner loop will work. Got it?
yeah, understood now. Yes, yeah.
Sir,
Okay, madam. Yes, madam.
sir, instead of ln, we use slash n.
Don't do it now. I'll explain you. Okay, you can use it, but there is a separate way to use it. What is that way? I'll tell that later. Because now if I tell that, others will also get confused for that purpose. Kishore, you asked me some doubt before. Is that clarified or still there?
Yeah, no, okay, sir. We have to give a
Sorry?
condition in there. No, it's clear, sir.
Yeah, great.
Sir, J is equal to I only diagonal.
Sorry? Here? Here or here? Here. Here if you write J equal to I, wherever J value, okay, J value, whatever it is, if J value is 2, wherever row number is 2 and J value will also become 2, there only it will print star. Wherever J value is, I mean, I value and J value matches. In this, what is the value of I? 5. Where exactly 5 is coming in J value? This position, here it will print star. In this one, 4, here it is coming, means only this one. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, means only these 5 stars it will print. Inside stars it will not print. Okay. Just like your data structures I have told you, right? It is just a game of connections. Okay. In a similar way, here it is just about how you start, where you start, how you end, where you end. That's it. At least for pattern programming, I'm saying. Can you all try to, I mean, I just want to ask, at least these three programs, all of you understood? Yes, no, that much you tell me.
Yes, sir.
Online, can I know with respect to percentage? Again, I am asking you what I explained. I'm not asking you, do you have any doubts or something? Because definitely doubts, if it is there also, it will be clarified in your upcoming sessions. Okay.
Clear, sir.
How many of you, sorry? Okay. So I just wanted to ask one thing. How many of you got a confidence that, sir, give one more pattern, I'll do it? See, whenever you get a confidence, you know, I'll feel bad. So I'll give difficult one only. Done with that? I think for today we should wind it up, because if I don't wind it up, then what will get affected? Data structure will get affected. So I'll wind it up for today. But if you want to know what is the program that I want to do, okay, I'll give it, but don't mess up in group. Okay, did anyone understand? Did you understand? I understand. Don't do it, because I'm sure even if your friends are guiding, there might be a chances that they will guide you wrong. Okay, so the pattern I'll be doing in next class is something like this. That is, I believe all of you can do this. It's done. Whenever you feel it is same, I don't want to see happy faces, you know. That is the pattern. So what exactly is that hyphen? Don't ask me. That is not hyphen. That is not underscore as well. It is space. Sir, space you should write now. How will I represent space? Should I leave empty space? Okay. For that reason, I have written it like this. You just have to print one space like this, or otherwise print underscore only. Fine. That is also fine for me, because in output screen, if you print space, how will I get to know, or you get to know that it is getting printed? So you can print underscore only, or hyphen only print. Whatever you want to print, you print. You print that also. I don't mind.
Only 5 space in it.
That you decide. You are able to see that, I believe. I don't want to say that, because I have one bad habit. While explaining, I'll tell the answer also.
And the number of spaces should be equal in each of the.
Check. Is it equal? Equal? Then you should work on that. I told you, no. Meanwhile, explaining the question itself, I'll let you know the answer, or hint I'll give something else, which I don't want to do.
Sir, exactly, we cannot see the number of spaces, sir.
I can see that. You are not able to see that. Visible. Now you should be able to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it's equal in every case.
Okay. See, again, this is simple only, but there is a small trick. See, each new program I take, definitely there will be something new in that program. If it is same, why will I keep doing it? Similar program I may do two. If you observe this one as well as that one, these two are similar, not same, similar, because pattern is different. Okay, but concept here we will use is same. There also, I will consider that one, and I'll consider the inverse of it. Okay, concept is same, but pattern is different. For your understanding, 2 programs are sufficient. That will be my promise. You leave it on. But that will be the next program, which I'll do tomorrow. Till then, if possible, keep thinking. Okay. You have so much time, even while having food, breakfast, dinner, lunch, you will say that I'll keep thinking about you. Who is that you? You also know, I also know. Rather than thinking about that person, which will nowhere help you in any ways, better to think about this pattern at least. Okay. Because whatever I have explained from that, so at least half of the program you can write for that particular pattern. Half of it at least you can write for sure. Check what you want to do. Anyways, I'll be winding it up here. 10 minutes break. And then data structure starts. Okay. As I've already told, I'll inform you the time for data structure Saturday. I'll inform, still time is there. Till tomorrow I have time. Okay. Because I came to know that your aptitude class is also running in the morning, and testing class is also running on Saturdays. Okay. For that reason, it is, making me to think which slot I should take. Because morning, if you say early morning, 6 o'clock, that is also okay for me. But evening is quite difficult. Okay. After working complete week from morning 8 to night 8 o'clock, then I think we also need some rest. Okay. For that purpose, nothing much. So I'll check. If it is not happening, I'll try to schedule it at evening. If that is also not happening, nothing can be done. You enjoy your weekend. Anyways, next weekend will be there. Or otherwise, weekdays only will be there. Okay, I will not be available. Fine. I thought to take it in second half daily. I cannot take it. I just want to ask, by any chance, if I'm taking it for 1 hour, okay, weekdays only, every day, if I'm taking it for 1 hour in your second hour, probably 2 to 3, 1 hour. How many of you are okay?
Yes, sir.
Not okay.
Okay, sir.
Data structure.
Sir, you can take, sir.
Okay. Great. Then let me check. I'll try to, if I'm doing it also probably from Monday only I'll do, because tomorrow done, Saturday, Sunday, which means all of you will be in very good mood to listen to class. I also know, you also know. However, without wasting much time, already it became 23, 33, you should be here.